That's all right, Patty. It's okay. Could be improved. I just want to talk today about a couple of people that have been quite an influence in our lives of late, for quite a few years now. And I just want you to think about them, because the vast majority of people put them on a pedestal and think that they're God's gift to this life that we're leading of late. They seem to be wanting to provide an alternative to what's going on in the world. And while that is all well and good on the surface, I do want you to think very, very carefully about the messages that they're giving and the reasons or possible reasons for them behind the scenes. Okay, one of them is Jordan Peterson and the other one is Elon Musk. Now we'll talk about Elon Musk first, because I'll be very brief. Elon Musk is a type of person who's very innovative and seeks to improve the situation that mankind has got, the situation that we're living in. You think of all the things that he's done in the world. There have been good things. They've been spearheading, and he's been piling loads of money into getting things done to change things. And on the surface, you can say, wow, that's brilliant. You know, he wants to explore space. He wants to go and put people on Mars. He wants to create a car that goes into space, which is all well and good, yeah. And then you kind of like think, well, where did this person come from? Who is he? How has he got all this influence? And how is he able to do it with the blessing of the powers that should not be? You have to think. I mean, I've done a little bit of research on him. You only have to dig a little bit beneath the surface and you find out that his family owned jade mine in Africa. Not a lot of people have that sort of thing to their benefit their lives, do they? Okay, so he went to all the good schools because of that, having enough money at hand to provide for him. And then when he inherits lots of money or gets given lots of support by his parents, he's able to invest in these sort of things. Now, okay, they all say that Elon Musk has created this, created that, and you know, done lots of things. He hasn't. What he's done is he's piled money behind it. He's actually given people who have been intelligent enough and creative enough to put these things into action. So it's like when we benefit or say this king did that or that prime minister did that in that country, it wasn't them or the architect that built a house. No, they didn't actually build the house. They didn't save the country. It was the people below them, the people they paid to do the job. That's who should be credited. Now, I know you can't say, I don't know, Hoover, say. You think of the Hoover that you push around your living room floor just to take up the dust. You've got a competition to that now called Dyson. For many, many years, Hoover has been the ultimate one in all of the Hoover industry. But then Dyson came along and changed all of that, shook it all up. Okay, well, Elon Musk has done that too. He's piled loads of money into new inventions, hiring the right people with the best brains in order to get things done the way he wants them done. Now that's good. That's wonderful. That's awe-inspiring. But then think of where he wants to take this and whose connections he has made. Nobody who gets to that level is able to do it on their own. They're all a member of a big club. They all support each other. And when you know the right people, you're in. The door's open for you and you continue on your way. But when you don't know, or when you go against what is planned, that's when doors slam in your face. That's when you find stumbling blocks. That's when you are rejected. Elon Musk doesn't appear to have been rejected. If you like Elon Musk, then you are a person who wants to be innovative. You want to be creative. You want to explore new things. And while that's wonderful, you need to really put a cap on it. You need to really rein in the horses, so to speak. Because think of what he's doing. He's creating driverless cars and driverless lorries. And what does that do? It puts an awful lot of people, manpower, out of business. It creates a lack of need for these people to do these jobs. Jordan Peterson is a very intelligent man. He spouts off an awful lot of information that it kind of captures people, because it's basically what they're thinking, the way things should be, basically, if you were to live your life properly. He is able to have an argument with somebody without getting their backs up. He's able to put the facts forward as they stand and sound as though he knows what he's talking about. And more or less he does. He stood up at the very beginning of his popularity against something that everybody felt very, very strongly about. And that was all to do with this transgender agenda. Okay, but most of his work is all about having to get people to work together and work for the benefit of each other. But you have to also look at very closely at what he's promoting. He is very hot on the traditional family and Christian values. And while that is a good thing, you have to only scratch just slightly beneath the surface to find out where that originates from, where his thoughts come from. Most of his 12 rules come from the communist 12 rules. You doubt me? I'll put the link below and you'll find out. I did wonder at one point why Jordan Peterson went into the overwhelm mode, why he felt a need for tears. Every time anybody compliments him or says anything that's detrimental about mankind, or about the situation that people find themselves in today, like men, for instance. He is a valiant supporter of the male, position in society. And I think that's a good thing, because men have basically been pushed aside in favour of this female agenda. Well, it's not female agenda, it's a feminist agenda that's gone overboard. And we all know that we cannot survive without men. Women are not able to do the physical things that men can do. They haven't got the commitment, the focus, the energy, the passion that men have for certain projects. You don't see many female builders or road workers or dustbin collectors, do you? So if females wanted equality, they would be there in droves, but they're not. They just want equality as far as they want it. Or they want the option of equality, which is a good thing. But there's no need to push down men as you're going about that business. He says that men are feeling alienated from this current world that we're living in. And yeah, I do see that, I sense that, because a lot of people who come to me for counselling, they are men who have lost their way and are needing some structure or focus in their life, and most of it is meaning and purpose, and without that men do feel a bit lost. He does say, which I do agree with, that nobody's perfect. Okay, we all have faults, we all have done things that are wrong or deemed unworthy by society at large, and I'm glad that he acknowledges that. But when you think about you think about when he actually talks, you watch his face, it is very animated. It is very, you can't hide, or he can't hide his emotions, because they're written all over his face. And when he is touching upon a very sensitive subject that's dear to his heart, like defending the position of men in society, you can see that he's struggling. He's struggling with something that's going on. I believe, and I don't know if this is true, that he has started off with this thought, his 12 rules for life, that you should live by in order to create a wonderful society. But I think somehow along the way, because he's got such a massive following, he has been influenced by some powers that should not be along the way somewhere. He got sick for a while and he had to go to Moscow, of all places, Russia, to have this special treatment where he's put into a coma for a week in order to help him heal. Now, how many people get that opportunity? And what kind of strange therapy is that? I don't know of any situation where somebody would be put into a coma in order to be healed. You know, an induced coma. I really don't know. I haven't come across that before. So that must be something new that they're experimenting with. Or maybe it's just an excuse so that they can tamper with his brain in order to make him think in a different way. And after that, it just seemed after that episode in his life, he seems to have... he's struggling between what he really knows is true and what he's been told he must say. Anyway, I just want you to be aware of these two people and be wary of them. Scratch beneath the surface by looking up their research, their abilities, where they started, how they're educated, and the kind of lives that they're leading. Who are they following? Who are they influenced by themselves? Just take note and watch their faces. Watch how they present themselves. I mean, Jordan Peterson used to be like a very professor-like person. Now he's wearing all these new age type clothes, not a new age hippie type thing, but ultra fashion model type thing. And it doesn't suit him. It's changed him. And I'm worried that he's going to be more ego-based than benevolence-based. So, they're both spearheaders. They both have brilliant ideas. They're both very intelligent. And they're both able to influence an awful lot of people. Millions of people. Me, on the other hand, I've only got 35 followers. So, who's going to listen to me? I just want to get the word out there. I just want you to think about things. I want to get those brain cells, moving. So, think. Do your research. And watch and observe. And listen. Because people generally tell you the truth in the end. Okay, that's my thoughts for today. I'm going to leave you for now because I need to get on with loads of things. So bye-bye for now. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe, okay? Because that helps. Helps get the word out and helps other people find out more about their own lives. And if they look at my life, then they'll think, oh, my life's not so bad. Okay. All right then. Bye.